Just kind of wanted to wait a few more minutes to see if any of my local subscribers are going to tune in. Tonight, I want to really focus and talk about nightmares. If you are a survivor from the Las Vegas shooting, I am continuing to pray for you and your family, and of course, our 58 angels, as well as the 55 children that have been left behind. So before I talk about the nightmares, let's just talk about it's a month later after the Las Vegas Resiliency Center came out saying that, woo, we have funding for our survivors. We are here for you. We have finally come up with a resolution to help you. Even though the max is $2,000, you can get up to $1,000 for the first year. So the first time you apply, you get $500. Then in 6 months later, you can apply again for another $500, but up to $2,000. Bear with me. Today it's about 100 degrees here in Las Vegas. I am just now finishing therapy. I'm a little exhausted. It's a little humid outside. I am still having pain in my left shoulder as well as pain in my right ankle. Now, mind you, I've already had the surgeries. So this is from working out. I do about 15 to 16 exercises. It might be too many, but I'm okay with it. I need to know that I am moving forward. So when you are, of course, you're working out and you leave the gym, I always say no pain, no gain. So I'm coming home and getting on ice, and that's working for me. So if you are in therapy and you are recovering from an injury sustained from that night at the Harvest Festival, Las Vegas massive shooting, we're just going to continue to move forward and heal. We have to get our mind right, our minds back, so to speak. See, I done gained about 40 pounds before I get to the steroids. So I've been put back on steroids. I'm going to share that with you in just a few moments. So I'm in therapy every single day. I go 3 times now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the ankle. So I am currently still using my scooter, using, my walker to go to the grocery store, go to the market, go in CVS or whatever, 99-cent store. But I am using my cane around the house as well as in therapy. So I'm hoping by the end of August, I'm not using anything. I'm able to walk to the mailbox by myself. I'm able to walk through the grocery store, pushing the basket by myself. I am still unable to go to the grocery store and push the basket by myself. As a entrepreneur, as a director in the casino, you're talking about humiliating. This is taking everything I have, everything, to call somebody and say, can you give me a ride to take me here? Because I'm still not allowed to drive. Can you take me to CVS? Can you take me to go get my nails done? Can you take me to go get my hair done? Just those things. That has been taken from me as well. It's not so much as the night that has happened, the trauma, the nightmares, the things that we are still mentally going through, financially going through. I have not driven a vehicle since September, and it is July the 25th. So a couple more months, it'll be a year since I've driven my car. But I am still here. I am going to continue to fight for us as a survivor. Change happens when you make noise. You've always heard the saying the squeaky wheel get greased. That's the one that gets help. You know, when you're at work and you got that nagging coworker that just run and go tell everything, what do? We help that person so that they'll go sit down somewhere. Well, this is what's happening in Vegas. Everything is just being pushed up under the rug, and they did it so cleverly. Pushed up underneath the rug. But if you need financial help and you need assistance, instead of setting up a GoFundMe account, we have to fight. Call me, Facebook me, whatever we need to do. If you want to go to the government center, we all form a line and block people from getting into their jobs. They'll listen to us because, see, they're able to go to work and they're able to get a check. But if we stand there and we block the doors to the City Hall building, to the federal building, they can't get in. So it takes more than one person to make the change. I see you on the Facebook Route 91 page complaining. That is not going to help you because it's our social network. We already know what happened. We have to get it out there to the lungs of the people because the people think, well, I donated to the GoFundMe account. They think we're okay. They don't knowing that we're not a recipient of all of that. They have no idea. They think that we're okay because they hear about these, the NGM is in court or you guys got lawsuits. So they think that we're okay. We're not okay. So if you're watching this video, and I'm doing the video to really communicate with other survivors to let them know that you're not the only one that is still suffering. The things that you are feeling them. It's not in your head, and it is totally okay. I know you're waiting to see the right doctor, the right therapist, physical therapist, the right psychiatrist. I waited 7 months to finally get one that is listening to me. So if you're not happy with your therapist, you do not have to stay with your therapist. You're going to have some downtime, maybe 3 to 4 to 5 months to get to another therapist. But you have to fight for what's be right for you, what's going to benefit you. You are the survivor. Remember that. You are still here, and you need to let your voice be heard. We can fight together. When you think about the March movement, March for Our Lives, it was more than one person, more than one student. All the students came together. When you think about March for Women, all the women came together, millions of women. When you think about these organizations, Wear Orange, No Child Left Behind, it's millions of people. Vegas is not that big. So if it's 100 of you, over 100 of us, we can make a difference. We have to make an impact because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. October, the mayor, the governor, the senator, the congresswoman, everybody's going to come out and say what they have done for us as survivors. And that's when you need to step up and open up your mouth and let them know what you have not done. So as of today, the Vegas Resiliency Center has no funding. So remember a couple of videos ago, I told you, you get the application, you fill the application in, you submit it. So I waited 2 weeks. I followed up to find out that they had no funds. They were waiting to get funds from another nonprofit that came out of California that helped me. So remember, I told you I received no help from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm a resident of Las Vegas, Nevada. I did not receive any help. I did receive help from victims of crime, but that is on a national level. That's not right here in the pool of pocket of Nevada, paying taxes. I had owned 4 properties here. So I'm well invested in Las Vegas, but they have Turn their faces. Thou shalt not forget. So let's talk about a month later. Nothing. No email, no communication to say, we are still waiting on the funds. We would like to thank you for your application. And I'm just thinking, if I was at work, if I was at work and I came out with something saying I was going to do something, I had this and I blasted all out and I received media attention and it didn't happen, I wouldn't have a job. Hear what I tell you. I wouldn't have a job. If I came out in the media and said, I am here to help you. I have received this funding and we're going to help the survivors of Las Vegas. And I didn't actually have that money in my hand, I would be fired. I'm just saying. So you think about that. You process that. Would you still have your job if you came out publicly knowing that the survivors are hurting? Knowing most of us have either lost our jobs, lost our homes, lost our relationships, lost your transportation, your car. Because we're only talking about $500 here. And we ain't talking about $5,000. $500. So if you apply for $500, that means you need $500. And you're thinking maybe they're going to help you. And then you find out they don't even have the money. To me, I would say the building needs to be shut down. I'm just saying, I don't know how you feel about it, but this is my personal opinion about it. Who would sign off to go out in the public and you do not have the fund secured in your hand? You are playing with people's freaking lives, their well-being. Who does that? That's just like saying, I'm a realtor. I have just took a new listing. The for sale sign is on the house. I haven't even showed it to anybody. I haven't even put it in the MLS. Don't nobody even know it's available. But then I'm going to I done calculated my commission and then I'm going to go spend the money. And the house haven't even sold. That's an example. Another example, you're going to roll to the car dealership. You're going to get a brand new car because you hear on the TV, your payments can be $200 something, but your credit is toe up. So you're not getting no car with no car note, $200 something. So why would you go down there thinking you're going to drive off the lot with no money down in your credit? Survivors, that's like a cut. You open it up and then you pour salt in it. Let's just fuck with them some more. That's exactly how I feel. I know you've never heard me say that, right? So maybe now will be the time you might want to click off because it's real. All right, let's get down to the purpose of this video this evening. It's Thursday, about 7 o'clock, 7:25. No one has clicked in, but I'm going to say what I need to say and keep it moving so that I could be with peace within myself and keep the communications open. I have now learned how to, not learn, I'm still learning to do podcasts. So, try something new. I'm trying something new, trying to keep my mind going. So every Sunday at 7 o'clock, I'm going to talk about just let you see what this is. Can you see that? Okay, it's clarity. Okay, so it's like some doTERRA, somewhat essential oils. It helps me bring it on in. Calm down now. I mean, just look at this. Just extra. I'm extra. So I'll just keep it here in that way that when I have to take a deep breath, I can smell the essential oils and it'll help me calm down. It's like a little lavender and eucalyptus in there. So the nightmares. The purpose of the YouTube video is to help other survivors because I need you to know that whatever you're feeling, it's real. Don't try to force it or act like it did not happen. What you're feeling is your true feeling. So don't compress it. Just learn to breathe through it. If you are here in Las Vegas, I highly recommend you call Joyce or Darwin. They're with Try, TRY. That's Trauma Yoga Recovery. Let them know that you are a survivor. And if you are able to drive, drive and go take the yoga. The class will be free for you as a survivor of Route 91. They have helped me tremendously with breathing. They have helped me get off a bag full of medication. Because remember, I just wanted to sleep. I just didn't care. I was still trying to process what just happened to us. And what just happened and what they say just happened, are we going crazy? Nah. You know what you know what you know. Now, you can't do nothing about it, but you know what you know. So now that you know, you need to work on getting healing and being healed and becoming whole again, okay? Because they're going to do what they want to do. So you need to get yourself together and start focusing on you so that you can be a better person and to be able to bless someone else that has gone through what it is that you're going through, but we're coming out of it. We're coming out of it. So I had a nightmare. What a day. Had a nightmare last night. I had to call my neighbor. So we're talking 21 months later. Had to call my neighbor, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy, for coming over. So I thought, well, I'll make a little breakfast. So I put 2 boiled eggs on, some toast, and a pot of coffee. I haven't had coffee in about 4 months, but I thought I'll make her some coffee because she's coming over in the wee mornings to help me get through this. She comes over. I give her some toast and some coffee, and I'm getting dressed. I wanted her here. I took a shower, and I was getting ready to go see my psychiatrist. So in the daytime, I see the psychiatrist. I'm only telling you what is working for me. And hopefully you'll know that it's okay for you to go get help. Go see a therapist. It's okay. Remember, I told you victims of crime have $5,000. You can go wherever you want to go. Take advantage of what programs they do have available so that you can become a better you and be able to help the next person. So needless to say, I had already had an appointment scheduled to go see the psychiatrist. She decided that she did not want the boiled egg, so I gave her toast, and we both had a cup of coffee. So now my Uber is here, and I'm ready to go see my psychiatrist because remember, I can't drive, so I'm Ubering everywhere. I get more than halfway. I'm almost 5 minutes from my psychiatrist's office, and I remember I never turned the eggs off. So it's like, did I do that? Did I do that? Lee Shey, did you just do that? 21 months later, did you just have that fart brain? I did. So the Uber had to turn all the way around, come all the way back to my home. She was so nice. She asked for my keys. She ran in the house. There was no water in the pot. So, you know, my home is still smelling like eggs. I have candles lit right now and the doors are open. Still smell like rotten, burnt eggs, but rotten eggs. You know, eggs just stink. So I'm airing out my house and I have Febreze, the furniture and everything else. So I'm just sharing. So letting you know, if you burn some food, it's okay. Just tomorrow's going to be a better day. You still have nightmares? It's okay. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. We just cannot be so hard on ourselves. I can't laugh about the shit because the shit is real. I could have burnt my house down. I just do not need another tragedy in my life right about now. But I'm sharing to let you know that you're not the only one. See, that's a lot of time what's wrong with people, that they want to keep everything inside. But that's not what my spirit told me to do. My spirit told me is to share. Share and let you know 21 months later, I'm still tripping. 21 months later, we still don't know what happened that night. Well, we know. 21 months later, there is no financial support for survivors. 21 months later, I'm still in physical therapy. 21 months later, I'm still seeing a psychiatrist. 21 months later, I'm still having nightmares. And they call that PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. It needs to be a post-traumatic stress syndrome, because like a disorder is, to me, something maybe you can fix, or you can take a little medication or something, like a disorder. There's some remedies out there. I don't know what remedies are out there for PTSD. I don't know. I mean, look at some of our military men walking around here. I don't know. Are they getting helped? We fall right in the same category with them. So I just wanted to share, to let you know that if you are a survivor from October 1, it's okay. Back to the podcast. It's every Sunday at 7 p.m. So go to iTunes, Apple. I'm learning how to record my voice, cut, paste, upload to an MP3 player, then download it on iTunes. I tell you, we got to keep learning. We got to keep staying sharp. I'm a director of hospitality, the catering industry. This wasn't my thing, but now that I'm home, you have to keep your mind sharp. So be creative, get into something new, learn how to do something with the stock market, write a book, do something while you're just sitting. Just do something to keep your mind sharp and to stay focused. And let's continue to heal together. We will never know the answers. So let's not beat ourselves up by trying to figure out what happened, because it has happened. And let's be realistic. They have moved on. So we have to do what we need to do to get our health back, get our mind back, and just really just get in shape and get clarity on life, because we are a survivor. We want to be loved. We want to give love, and we want to help each other out. But we have to get right first so that we're able to help the next person. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Blessings to you. Subscribe. And I'm just going to catch me on iTunes podcast every Sunday. I have 20 sessions that are all broken down, and it's 20 topics of what I have been going through. So I just want to share. And then you can email me at Lishey, Lishey Johnson at gmail.com. Lishey, Lishey Johnson at gmail.com. Like I said, I'm learning. It's not perfect, but ain't nobody perfect. The thing is, just start, and you can learn as you go. DIY. Start doing some stuff for yourself and educate yourself, and just learn and just grow, because your life will never, ever be the same. So just be open to something new. Embrace the new you. And remember to breathe. Remember to breathe.